Okay, I got it out of the box. And like I said, you can see the quality of the sub. My doggy wants to go. That's Logan. Say hi, Logan. He's a reserve grand champion and a show dog and confirmation and a couple other things. You know, now he's getting a little bit older. But these speakers are unbelievable. Let's see if I can flip this sucker on its side and show you. Look at that. Look at the size of that. That magnet. Just look how everything's wired. Dual voice coil. But look at the size of these things. I mean, this magnet has got to be about 4, maybe even 5 inches thick. And the bottom of it, I really don't want to hurt the sub. I ain't even going to try lifting that sucker up with one hand. So I'll try to do it this way. Oh my God, I can't do it with one hand. But as you can see, should be able to at least pick it back up. Well, if you look inside, you can see that voice coil. The chrome, the wiring in there, the copper wiring in there for that. Like I said, you can see they're 10 gauge already wired in, both sides, both voice coils. Right there, you can see spider webbed all the way inside. These suckers are made for one thing: power. Power and bass. Oh, that was a lot easier. But nobody yet has been able to, I haven't seen a super good, massive 10-inch sub like these. And I plan on, like I said, there's going to be 3 of these put in. I have 2 massive amps, and I will be showing you the amps that I have to power these. Now the thing is I'm going to get these down to as close to 1 ohm as possible, and I guarantee you that these 10s, once they're broke in, will sound as there'll be as much bass out of all 3 of these than you would get out of 2 18s, simply because of air movement. People don't understand. That's yeah, you can go out and build a box, you can go out and buy a prefab box, but is it going to be made for the amount of air that these things produce? So I got a professional who's going to build me a box and wire everything up, the amps, other speakers, because I also got component speakers, which I'll show you. And I'll show you the 2 amps. I might have to get some capacitors, and I do have a yellow top Optima battery on the way. Should be here today or tomorrow. I also have a 250 amp alternator on the way. In case you're wondering, these are going into a very, very, very sweet car. I have a very nice car. It is a 1998 mint condition SVT Cobra Mustang, producing well over 450 watts. What am I talking about? 450 horsepower at the wheels. And talk about adding traction. The only problem is when I go to race at the track, do I leave these in or do I take them out? Well, considering if you take 55 times 2 plus speaker box weight, that's going to take about 6 people to lift that box out of the trunk. You know, like I said, not including, I got 2 amps and everything else to run these bad boys. But yet, like I said, nobody yet, that I have seen anyway, has had 10s. And I prefer 10s. I do. I like the punch out of it. Here we go. See if I can just bang it up without hurting it. There you go. You see the massive. You see the size of this magnet. It's unbelievable. It's magnet, plenty of air. There you go. 3,000 watt on a 10-inch sub. That's a lot of power. That's 9,000 watts that I'm going to be running to power these. And that's an awful lot of weight, especially considering, you know, everything about them. But I'm telling you, there'll be more in progress. There'll be a lot more in progress, but I could not be more impressed by a 10-inch sub. Like I said, running 3 of these bad boys. I was gonna get the 12s, but they all recommended because of airspace. You can throw any speaker you want in your car. Doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna sound good, it's gonna perform well, or even be able to, you know, run at what it's supposed to. That's why the gentleman I talked to up close to where I live, about 45 miles away, recommended building a box to the specifications to run these 310s. So the box will be specifically made with the right airspace for these to run as specific as they can, with the right amount of airspace, and be able to max these puppies out, and I'll be able to jam on these all day. This isn't, I'm not going in for a 15-second full blast out. I'm going for something I can pound the crap out of all day long running the streets. So we'll have to see right now, but this is the 10-inch, and like I said, I got more speakers to show you. So I'm going to put this one back in the box, wrap it back up, and I will show you what else I got. I really appreciate your time. Like I said, massive Sumo 10s, 3,000 watt max. I'll probably be running them very close to that at 1 ohm. I'll probably be getting 2,800 watts, maybe 2,900 watts, I hope, on 1 ohm on the amp I got from Massive. Everything I'm running is Massive. Everything. My amps, my subs, my components, everything's Massive. Everyone has their brand of choice. Back in the day, I used to run Massive CW10s, which were their mid-grade. And now I figured, what the heck, I'm going to go with their Pro line and their Pro series. So let me put this bad boy back where it belongs, and I will show you the rest of what I got here in a minute. Thank you very much for your valuable time. I hope you enjoyed this. This is one heck of, like I said, good speaker, and you can just tell how well it's built. That is not paper at all. That is not paper. Okay? That is not paper. And look at all the stitching around the sides. Got fuzz on it already. But yeah, this rubbish around. Let me see if I can do it justice. I mean, this sucker it's literally comes up to my finger to there. So it's a good inch and a half just on the woofer, just on the surround. So I believe these have 4 inches of play up and down. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going to put this bad boy back in the box, and I hope you enjoyed looking at these things. Like I said, look in there, you can see that voice. Look at that. You can just see that shine in there. You can just see all that copper. So I'm gonna put, and like I said, they're all pre-wired, so don't have to worry about any of that. And they're all spider webbed in, as you can see. So let's see if I'll show you all the other stuff I got. Thanks for watching. Peace.